winter and all the storms we've had is definitely shaping up to be a doozy. But will it go down in the record books as a historic winter? Maybe. We have had memorable storms in recent years. The ice storm of 1998 comes to mind, but there have been others dating all the way back to the 1880s. WMTW News 8's Jim Keithley joins us now as he travels back in time to show us some of the most memorable storms to hit Maine. Jim, good evening.
Well, hi there, David. You know, we've all heard the stories from Grandma, Grandpa when they're telling us, I remember the big storm of whatever year it was, but there was a big one 63 years ago, almost to the very day, where there was so much snow here in Portland that city workers had to dig their way into City Hall on this side, and on the other side, there were school children who used the snow-covered steps as a sliding hill. There have been many memorable snowstorms dating back 130 years, and tonight, a look at some of those storms and the stories behind them. The windswept snowstorm of 1952.
The snow was up to about here.
To the blizzard of 69.
24 inches came down in a fell swoop.
To an ice storm that hit Portland in 1886. Maine has had its share of historic storms over the years, and many of them are captured on film, transferred to microfiche, and are now treasures being stored on computers. Hidden gems, the stories behind the storms, uncovered at the Portland Room inside the Portland Public Library downtown. Abraham Schnechter is an archivist. He shows us some of the images of the storms a half a century ago. People are still talking about them today.
It's a frozen moment. We even see what the buses looked like back then. We can see what businesses were in these buildings back then. It's a frozen moment. It's a slice of time.
The newspaper printed huge special editions that have become keepsakes for those who lived through the most severe storms on record.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
John Roberts treasures his copy from the kitchen of his South Portland home.
Yeah, I remember going into one store where there was so much snow that they had to cut steps in the snow to get into the store, because the snow was like 2 feet deep, packed right down, and so they cut steps in the snow so you could go into the store. That 52 storm tied this place up for a couple of weeks.
He was only 11 years old during the blizzard of 52, but the memories are still fresh.
It was so windblown, there were drifts that were 20 feet high in places. And we couldn't get out of our house. You couldn't get out the doors. So we went upstairs and exited the windows and got on the porch roof and jumped off into the snow. And the snow was up to about here. So we had to work our way out of that place, and strange enough, the driveway was clean. The way the wind blew, the driveway was clean, but the house was buried.
How is it that we're able to remember many of the details about storms so long ago?
When something spectacular happens, some act of nature it's such that it stops us. It almost stops the clock.
Back to the early photos, children gather for a photo at Fort Allen Park after using cross-country skis to get there. The Maine Historical Society uncovered this vintage video showing cleanup crews doing what they do in the city of Portland, the 1940s. Snow removal process, looking pretty much the same as it does today, but the vehicles used look a lot different. A row of trucks dumping snow into Portland Harbor. Women wearing high heels on Congress Street.
It looks like they're at a bus stop, and they are dealing with the snow with umbrellas.
One of the oldest storms on record is kept in this album with original photos.
You're looking at 1886. That's a long time ago. It was an ice storm on top of a lot of snow. View of Spring Street.
And the snow was so deep, people stuck signs in the snow banks so the plow trucks wouldn't demolish their cars, which were literally buried.
We had a storm in '68, and I did the same thing. I put a sign on my aerial, and it said, "This is the car."
This snapshot of a bus losing control and spinning around hitting a tree. Accidents on the highway. We did things differently back then. Just look at this picture.
It looks like she's using a hot washcloth to melt the ice.
John Roberts glances out his window today to see more snow, a little older and a lot wiser.
I'm old enough to know that I don't like it as much as I used to.
All right, and think about all of the digital photos that will become part of history 50 years from now. So many of us snapping photos and videos now on our smartphones. But will they be preserved for the future generations? I'm Jim Keithley, live in Portland tonight. I'll send it back to you.